Hello, Live with Vitality Nation. I'm Andy Kennedy, and I'm here with two of our amazing team members today to talk about a very specific topic for us and a little bit about our stories as well. The topic is, when did you first realize that, diet and healthy eating are important, right? When did we all have that realization that what we put inside affects what happens outside? And for me, I was young. I was in high school when I started looking at cutting out meat. I was having reactions to dairy, and it was swept under the rug for a good 5 years. And I would get to school having eaten my milk and cereal, and I would suffer for at least an hour, maybe two. And then I would eat lunch, maybe with school, and I would suffer. And no one had ever connected those two things to me, my suffering, to what I was eating. And so I had to do it myself. I figured it out on my own. We didn't have Google back then, but I don't even know how this book fell in my lap, but I always credit my awakening in what we put inside of our body to the book called Fit for Life. And it blew my mind wide open. And so then that just led me to other things, macrobiotics, reading the label, being very, very specific about what I put inside my body. But I fell off the path along the way in my 20s. And it wasn't really until my 30s that the symptoms started to recur and get worse and worse. And from brain fog to inflammation, severe inflammation to IBS again to and that's what I meant by suffering in high school was really IBS. And even though I'd been surrounded by plants heal kind of language, it really didn't dawn on me that I really needed to rein in my diet, the sugar, the gluten, the dairy. And so that's when I realized I started early, but I had many phases. And my health journey led those phases. And ultimately what it led me to was our whole food concentrates and realizing that I needed more matter inside. I needed something to help heal and help me recover from the damage that I had done of eating unhealthy and living unhealthy maybe for a long period of time. So toxins are all around us, but we have the power. We have solutions, and we have so many plant medicine magic around us that we just need to engage in that. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Hannah.
Thank you, Andy. That was a beautiful story. And with me, it was pretty late in life. Most importantly, because I come from a family of medical doctors, as I often say. And unfortunately, healthy eating was not on the table every single day, because we know that you don't really learn anything about healthy eating in the medical school. So that was really a problem. My mother was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, and it was pretty late in her life that she was diagnosed because the doctors just didn't know what was wrong with her. So, and I started to experience some symptoms on myself as well. And then I had my third child. She was 2 months old, and I was sitting in front of my computer, and I was watching some weight loss summit, and like beer in one hand and salted peanuts in another. And I was like listening to all these amazing speakers, one of which was founder of the Institute for the Eating Psychology Institute, Mark David. And I was so excited to hear about all this that the day after I started with the paleo diet, and I realized that I was intolerant to gluten, I was intolerant to lactose, and we had it in my family. Actually, my father is intolerant to lactose. Um, and it really took me about 9 years. Now it's the 10th year to really look at my diet, what my body absorbs, how my body absorbs nutrients, and exactly what I not can eat, because we can eat everything, but some foods just don't support our bodies as well as other foods. So that was my story. And then I really looked at my kids. My kids didn't want to eat any fruits and vegetables, especially my third child. She just didn't want to eat any veggies, and I was looking for a way to support her in this. And I found whole food concentrates. I found Andy, who is my really wonderful friend. And we are just building this business together with our Live with Vitality community. And really, if you want to join us, I definitely recommend to check our videos on the Live with Vitality page, because we share really amazing content every single week. So I hope you will reach out to us. And Chris is going to talk also again about how healthy food is important.
Thanks, Hannah. That's a great story. I learned a little bit there about you as well, even though we're family members. So I bet came onto this health journey through Hannah. It's a nice kind of chain of people who have joined together now. So it's amazing. When you have a problem, the teacher will turn up, they say. So I'm very intuitive and I believe in things like this. So when did I first find out about why healthy living is important, fruits and vegetables, this kind of thing? I've been healthy all of my life. All of my life. I'm 53 now, and I never had any issues. But then, rather suddenly, I found I did have an issue, a men's health issue, so a prostate issue, which is might be more common than we think. So just talking to a few people, I think it's actually more common. Men like to think that they're all strong and they can handle it, and they're very quiet about their issues. But I'm finding out that this could be more widespread than I first thought. Even the King of England, where I'm from, he's come out now and said that he has a prostate problem as well. So it's good that men are starting to talk more and more about these issues. So then I started to realize that I had to go and see a physician. I had to go and see a doctor, get all these scans here in Slovakia. They were wonderful. And the physician, a little bit of a story. The physician who was taking care of me, he said, "You have to do a lifestyle change. You have to change your diet." So I think that's when it sort of suddenly occurred to me. And actually, having him said that, I saw Hannah doing some posts online. I knew Hannah was doing posts online, so I thought, okay, I need to reach out to Hannah and find out more about eating. I know Hannah's an expert on food and that kind of thing. So it all sort of fell into place. On the second visit to the physician, he said to me on the first visit, "You need to change your lifestyle. You need to change your diet, how you're eating." Yes. On a second visit, in a different office away from the hospital, he said to me, "Oh, okay, right. So you have this issue. We have to give you these drugs. Here's some drugs. You need to take these drugs." So he gave me 3 boxes of drugs, lot of stuff, and it's quite a lot. And I actually found out that one of them, there's 2 boxes of one thing and 1 box of another. The pharmacist who I bought them from said to me, "Well, you don't need this one because this is the same as this one." So alarm bells went off to me, and I thought, hold on a minute. It seems to me that the doctor was really sort of pushing the drug element of it all. So I thought, no, let me not do this. I took some of the drugs, and I didn't like the side effects. So then I had to go and start looking into more the healthy side of things. So I originally think that what he said originally, the first visit, was the right thing. And I'm very intuitive, and that's when I decided, okay, I need to go down the health route now, not this drug route. And I really have not looked back. I have found out just by connecting with the people here in this group, Live with Vitality, things like eliminating things like sugar. I just put 2 and 2 together, use my common sense. Maybe sugar is affecting me. And you know what? I stopped taking the sugar and almost got immediate results. So I started to feel a lot better. The symptoms started to die down. This thing is not going to go away. I don't believe it's going to go away, but I can manage it. This is what he said as well. The doctor said you can manage this thing. Yes. So that's when I realized that fruits and vegetables, change lifestyle changes, exercise and diet, combine it with something like a whole food nutrition like Juice Plus. This is the answer that I needed, I believe. And now I'm on this journey, and more and more, this is evident. So guys, at the end of the day, You're here listening to this for a reason. Yes, I believe we have the solutions to our problems inside of us, and we will be guided to the right people. If you're hearing this, it's probably you got this far in this video. You should absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, go deeper. Go deeper. Ask questions. Ask people here. What are the solutions to maybe a condition that you might have? Don't be afraid. We're all friends. We all like to network together. So reach out to us, and when you birds of a feather flock together, magical things happen. Yes, we support each other. The flying becomes a lot easier. All right. Okay, guys. So we come here every week. We do these little gems. Do join us next week, and yeah, let's have some fun improving our health. Ciao for now.